What's up to all my sphere? Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday Tools, and we are introducing MedCircle. MedCircle is a great educational resource for mental health. They have a terrific website that you can check out. They also have a very vibrant YouTube channel. So let's take a look at the YouTube channel. You can see here they have a number of different videos on multiple topics, everything from burnout and regulating emotions, anything around narcissism, and just general emotions too that you feel about feeling lonely, or providers that maybe have compassion fatigue, a lot of parenting tips and content as well. They also have a podcast, so definitely check out the podcast episodes also, either here or on your podcast listening device of choice. And just understand that there is a ton of content in here. Some of it's a little bit more deep psychology, abnormal psychology kind of stuff, but there's also a ton of things that can relate to pretty much every person around. On their website, they also have a number of additional resources that you can check out. They have many, many videos. They have a ton of content and a lot of exciting things that are coming, and they're continuing to build out all of their resources. So as this is Mental Health Awareness Month in May, they are doing some offers. Don't worry about this time right here. That will just reset every 5 minutes. So there is no, super quick thing that you have to act on, but you do need to look at subscribing, I think, in May if you want to look at the subscription options to get that discount. So again, they have a huge amount of content. They have live workshops, and the content is very diverse. So they've got a community where you can talk with other people. They have live event workshops. They have self-assessments. They have a number of topics on different types of videos. A new thing that MedCircle has launched recently is their courses. So these are a separate charge, but they do have some really exciting things, and we'll take a look at that in just a moment. Again, this is not a substitute for therapy, but this can be a great way for you to learn some things and then go in and have educated discussions with your providers. Additionally, they do have this free Doing the Work digital workbook and a wonderful app, so you can do this either from your computer or from your phone, and all of these tools and resources are available to you as a subscribing member. So I've been a member for the last couple years. I have been very impressed with it. Again, this is not a paid endorsement or anything like that. I have subscribed and chosen to do this as a way to expand my knowledge on mental health and make sure that I am trying to show up as best I can for myself and for my kiddos, and look at ways to navigate challenges with relationships, whether that's romantically or at work or in other situations as well. So signing up is super easy. This real quick, simple page, and that will give you access to the MedCircle series. This is just an example of some of the things that they have. There's different ways to search by different doctors that are speaking. So you can find content specifically from a certain doctor, or you can find content based on a topic. And again, overall, they have a ton of different things to check out, and there's lots of places where you can find resources and content and information that are applicable to you or your loved ones or other friends and family. So they do have some content specific to children. The website itself and the app is not child specific. It is intended for adults, but you can get some great resources in here to help your kiddos or to help other kids you may come into contact with, whether you're a coach or a teacher. These are just some really great sessions where they have multiple courses multiple sessions within a course, and it gives you a really nice deep dive into some of these topics from professionals who are very skilled and trained in these areas. So let's take a look at the MedCircle courses. This is something I have not had a chance to expose myself to yet, but it does look like something that would be very interesting and helpful. Again, they have a huge following that is growing day by day. and these courses are a new addition that they recently added. So during Mental Health Month, it looks like they are offering a deep discount on the course cost. So this would be the time to do that if you are looking for some additional support. And again, when you compare this to the cost of therapy, it's not a substitute for therapy, but if you can make your therapy sessions more targeted and come into them with a higher level of understanding, you're going to accomplish that much more when you start talking about your own challenges or your own goals and personal development that you want to achieve. Many of these people in the sphere will have gone through either a divorce or a bereavement, so these two courses are very applicable to many of the people in this community. And again, as you work through these courses, things like getting back into the world of dating and building confidence and redefining yourself after major life changes are another thing that you can gain from these courses. I have found MedCircle to be extremely trustworthy, and that the information provided is research-backed and really effectively presented. There is also on their website an articles section, so there are a number of blog-type topics that you can explore. You can click View All to expand that, and then dig into some of the more detailed blogging versions of content for you. Note that down here on the next, it doesn't necessarily always look, depending on how your page is laid out, that you would have additional content, but if you see that next button, definitely click it because you will see additional content under that heading. And again, mental health in kids, they have a few topics on there, but not a whole lot yet. So let's take a look inside the members area. So they do have an all-member chat as well as a community feed. They have a listing of their live events and workshops, and you can submit questions ahead of time to these. This is a great opportunity to get your questions answered by really wonderful professionals, and don't miss that opportunity because you'll get some fantastic feedback. If we look at the family and relationships section, you can see there are a number of topics. You can also bookmark the lessons so you can quickly find them again to come back. Under Doing the Work workbook, you can also have a community specific to that, but there are a number of topics that are really helpful and applicable to pretty much anyone, and you can find all of this and more within the Doing the Work section of the community. Additionally, they have self-assessments, and these are, kind of fun ways to learn more about yourself. A lot of different types of assessments, so if you want to look at attachment styles or if you want to look at your mindset, you can really get to know yourself better as you go through some of these assessments. So that's it for today. Happy Tuesday. I hope you found this useful. And remember,
you are so loved.
You are enough. And you got this.